Why is this parsha called Yisro, named after someone who used to worship idols, someone who wasn't Jewish at all? So, two answers. The Parperos L'Torah explains that what happened, Yisro witnessed the miracles that were performed for the Jewish nation in Egypt and in the desert. And then he accepted monotheism, he accepted God. Yisro merited not only to have a parsha in the Torah named after him, but a parsha which discusses that when we receive the Torah, the Ten Commandments, the whole Torah.
Yeah, yeah.
The Meom Loez explains that Rachav, this is in the second perek of Yehoshua, was a similar way. She heard about all the miracles that happened for the Jewish nation. She waited for the Jews to come so that she could help them conquer the land of Israel and then convert. And she merited marrying Yehoshua as a result, and many prophets descended from her, as we know, from the second perek of Yehoshua. So that is one explanation. But a deeper idea is as follows. There's a debate among the Rishonim as to whether this parsha happened before the Torah was given or after. It's actually different opinions about this. According to the opinion who says Ein mukdam Torah, which means that there is no order in the Torah, and therefore this parsha is not in chronological order. Why is this episode of Yisro's arrival purposely placed before matan Torah, before we receive the Torah? So, Rav Wolbe, in his Shiri Chumash, learns a very important lesson from Yisro's actions. Imagine if someone is reading, let's say, for example, the New York Times. I like calling it the New York Sheker.
Uh,
And they came across an article and they're reading about this amazing kriyas Yam Suf, how the sea split and all the miracles associated with it, as we discussed last week in Parshas Bo. 50 miracles, the Meom Loez says, that happened by the splitting of the sea. They're going to be amazed at learning of the miraculous event. But they might just turn the page. They might just scroll down and look at the next article, so to say. They may be impressed, amazed, but they might not be affected about what they just learned. People react differently to information when they get inspired. Maybe they're not going to do something about it. What's Yisro's reaction? Yisro hears about these miracles and he reacts. He doesn't just move on. He doesn't just go to the next article, so to say. He does something about it. What does he do? It permeates his essence, his being. He immediately leaves his house, travels with his daughter and grandsons, and meets up with his son-in-law Moshe. The Torah says, vayishma Yisro. People could hear, but they don't listen. Onkelos translates nishma as Naase nishma nikabel. We will accept it. It's a hearing that triggers a reaction. There was an acceptance. Something happened over here. Shlomo Hamelach asks Hashem. Similar type of language that's used over here. If you look at Malachim, Aleph in Gimel Tes. Benasta levadcha leiv lishmoya. A heart that could hear. What is Shlomo Hamelach asking? Sound enters through the ears, not the heart. But if one's affected by what he hears, then it's going to go straight to the heart. That's going to trigger a reaction. Power heard and witness Hashem's strength. But what happened? His heart became hard. It was hardened. And nothing was able to pierce it. Each plague, so to say, went out one ear, went in one ear and out the other. It didn't have a lasting effect. It could be that Yisro's arrival is purposely before Matan Torah, right before we receive the Torah, in this chronological order to teach us how we need to listen. Hashem is about to speak to us. This is actually Rabbi Shalom Rosner's approach. Hashem is about to speak to us and give us the Torah. It's not enough to just hear what Hashem says. We have to listen. We have to accept and internalize these ideas and those commandments, the whole Torah. Our response has to be like of Yisro. He immediately took what he heard and he acted. He did something about it. He reacted. We have to learn this lesson from Yisro. When we're inspired, we have to not just internalize that, but act on it. It's not enough to be a good listener. It has to lead to action. Fortunately, many times, you have someone's talking to us, and we're not even listening. We're not listening. They're talking to us, but we're not listening. Maybe someone's on their phone at the same time, checking a message, text, whatever it is. It's not enough to hear. We have to listen, understand what they're saying. Whether they're asking our opinion or just trying to schmooze, just converse, we have to listen. Moshe was very busy, but he took time to greet his father-in-law Yisro and implement his suggestions. This is the idea. We have to listen. We have to hear. We have to be good when it comes to mitzvahs between us and Hashem and between us and other people. Beautiful idea of why this parsha is named after someone who worshipped idolatry. Even though he did, nevertheless, he heard the message and he decided to change his life for the better. He reacted. Beautiful lesson.